promise you, this arroz amarillo is 100 times better than a boring ass pot of white rice. And it takes the same amount of time to make, so let's do it. This Puerto Rican style yellow rice is so simple to make. We're starting in a pot with some achiote oil for color and sofrito for flavor. We're also using some sazon and some chicken bouillon. All of this is just going to impart lots of flavor and beautiful yellow color to our rice. We're going to cook everything on medium heat just until that sofrito becomes nice and fragrant. And we want the chicken bouillon to melt into everything really well before we add our rice. Now, once the rice is in the pot, it's really important to stir this well. We want every single individual rice grain to be coated well with that oil and all of those flavors. This helps to just make sure the rice doesn't get mushy. I love cooking rice with a little bit of oil before adding the liquid. So make sure to stir it really, really well before you add your broth or water. In this case, I'm using water because that's what I had. You could totally use a chicken broth or just vegetable broth if you want to add even more flavor to this rice, but water does work just fine. So we're going to add our water, and then, controversial maybe, but I like to bring everything to a boil and let it continue to boil for about 3 to 4 to 5 minutes. Usually with rice directions, you bring it to a boil and then reduce to low immediately, but I like to let it boil with the lid on for a few minutes before lowering the heat completely and continuing to cook for about 20 minutes until you are left with this beautifully fluffy, colorful, flavorful rice. It's perfect for using in burritos and tacos, as a base for rice bowls with a pot of beans or stew. It makes such a colorful and flavorful addition to any plate, and it has a neutral enough flavor that it goes well with just about anything. Buen provecho!